I am here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum. Well, guys, it's a new year, and with that, it's time for more intactivism tomfoolery. I'm talking about the subreddit r/intactivism. On the face of it, the subreddit of intactivism seems really good. It has 7,300 members, being the top 9% ranked by size on Reddit. So with this said, what is the problem with this subreddit? Simply put, it's censorship. The censorship has gotten out of control with r/intactivism. I have received multiple complaints against r/intactivism. It's actually been overwhelming this past couple of weeks. This is coming not only from the community of users, but also from ex-moderators as well. It has horrible leadership. Actually, it's more ran like a dictatorship, ran by one single user, ironically named Protect Integrity. He checks all the posts, and if he doesn't agree with it, he'll deny them. It doesn't have to break the rules. It's been reported that he has even undermined his own moderators. If they approve a post, he'll go back and remove the post under their noses if he doesn't like the post himself, even though it was approved by the other moderators. You can only treat people poorly for so long before they speak out against you. And also, POTS ran a poll recently, and on this poll, I've asked, have you ever posted something about Prevail over the system, POTS, on r/intactivism, and has it gotten deleted? It was A, yes, every time I post something about POTS on that subreddit, it gets deleted. B, sometimes when I post something about POTS, it gets deleted. And C, no, everything I post on r/intactivism about POTS stays on the subreddit. Everybody has said yes, every single time they post something or attempt to post something about POTS on that subreddit, it gets deleted. The rest of them are bots. This is 6 people who have tried this. It is crazy that this is what's going on right now. Like, that's wild. And that's just for POTS. Who knows who else is getting censored because Protect Integrity doesn't like them. There's also been reports of user Protect Integrity removing comments that were pro-POTS in the comments. So if you go over here and you go and check the intactivism Prevail over the system right here, you'll see that there are only 3 posts that have ever gotten through with intactivism talking about Prevail over the system. Now keep in mind, 6 people have tried this, but only 3 posts have gone through. And obviously people have tried multiple times. If your first one doesn't go through, you try again. So there's probably like 12, 13, 14, 15 things of POTS that should be here but aren't. But anyways, these 3 here, thoughts on Prevail over the system, and then exposing bloodstained men members targeting activist groups, and Prevail over the system interviews Brendan Murata 4-part series. Like, if you go to thoughts on Prevail over the system, it's asking people what they think. Now, there's rumors going around that he went and deleted some of the good comments and, made it seem like, oh, a lot of people don't like POTS. That's crazy. Because if you only take out the positive and leave the negative, that goes ahead and it makes it seem like, oh, people just don't like POTS. So it's very misleading and deceptive of what he is doing here. Granted, this is what I've been told. It's very hard to prove any of this, though. So take this as you may, I guess. Really, really hard to prove this stuff. But I'm trying to the best of my ability. So with this said, lots of people have tried posting on r/intactivism about POTS. The stuff that does get through, pro-Prevail over the system comments get deleted, which changes people's opinions of POTS that will never give him a chance because of it, supposedly by getting rid of good comments about POTS. Because think about how many people actually like POTS. A lot of people like POTS. We almost have 1,000 subscribers. Like, we're the top 10 intactivists YouTube channel. And if you scroll down here and you look at the comments, you'll only see mostly negative comments on this. Like, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't add up, right? So makes sense for me that all the good comments, or most of the good comments, got taken down, right? Maybe like a moderator who said some good stuff or whatever probably got left on there. See, people like Protect Integrity can only thrive because people are kept ignorant of what's really going on. He also goes by the name of Pi and AI on Discord. So he owns Forefront right here. And he also owns the intactivism Discord, and of course, the subreddit r/intactivism as well. Just so you guys know, this is who he is. Like, don't blame these other moderators. It's not these other moderators. But point being is he can only do this and survive and thrive even because people don't know what's going on. And also, he never created these channels. It was handed down to him. So it's not like he built these channels from the ground up. The arrogance of Protect Integrity is unreal. Like, he's been a major contributor of suppressing POTS, keeping people away from Prevail over the system, denying many things related to Prevail over the system from being on the subreddit. So I do think that due to him suppressing POTS and him owning one of the biggest intactivist servers, it's very likely that his actions resulted in a very stunted success of the POTS e-commerce program, the POTS CareBuzz program, and worst of all, he's screwing over our partners, like Breaking the Cut, Unaltered, and Intact Nigeria. Because for us at POTS to pay them, we need to make some kind of revenue. And not only did he sabotage the spread of POTS, which affected our partners, he isn't doing you, the audience, any favors. Because one, a lot of fans watching POTS right now had to pay money to POTS through donations when it could have come from CareBuzz or an e-commerce site. But you had to pick up that slack, potentially from one man on a power trip. Also, when you go on a Reddit page, like r/intactivism, you want to be able to see all things intactivism, but this user, Protect Integrity, is censoring news from you. So many people are fed up with Protect Integrity. He's ruining the subreddit, and it's not just my opinion of that, but a lot others. So if you want freedom of speech, one, I recommend trying to get this video on r/intactivism, because I want Pi or AI or Protect Integrity to reply to this. And two, you can further the removal of Pi or Protect Integrity from power, or convince him to change his ways, which would be really awesome, by having this conversation with others. Don't be afraid to speak up against him. The abuse of power can only last if people stay quiet. We are about 1,000 intactivists strong. We now have the power to make change in the freedom of information and how that gets spread. Also, it's very ironic that intactivists complain about big tech and how they're censoring intactivists, but then one of the biggest subreddits of intactivism is censoring POTS, and probably many others as well. And if I'm wrong about anything that I presented, please correct me down in the comments. I'm not perfect, and I love feedback. And also, I love the conversation. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!